Rose was 26, with a quiet kind of strength, the sort that showed in her steady voice and thoughtful eyes. She worked in a small design studio, loved bookstores more than bars, and had a habit of tucking her short, shoulder-length blonde hair behind her ears when she was deep in thought. She had always kept her hair simple, easy to style, clean, familiar. She and her best friend Mia had a ritual. They'd meet up every other weekend to shop, drink overpriced coffee, and laugh over things that never made it into text messages. Mia was the bold one. Loud lipstick, leather jackets. She'd once gone from a pink pixie cut to a buzz cut in 1 week. Rose, on the other hand, was the more cautious one. Until today. It was a lazy Saturday, and Rose was browsing the boutique shops in the city center alone. Mia was out of town, so Rose decided to take herself out, just to wander. She wasn't even really shopping. It was more about the feeling of being out, moving through the crowd, window shopping, and maybe discovering something unexpected. And then she saw it. A brand new salon had opened at the corner of Rosewood and Main. Its windows gleamed, untouched by fingerprints or dust. Balloons tied to the door bobbed gently in the breeze. A woman stood outside, smiling like she was waiting just for her. "Would you like a new haircut?" she asked as Rose walked past. Rose smiled, politely shaking her head. "No thanks." But 20 feet later, she slowed. Something about the question hung in her mind. A new haircut. She touched the ends of her blonde hair. Software. Predictable. The same style she'd worn for years. Why not? She thought. Something short, maybe. And then she remembered a conversation with Mia, maybe a year ago. They had been lying on the grass in the park, sharing a bottle of wine straight from the bottle. "If you ever get the chance to go bald," Mia had said with a dreamy grin, "do it. It feels amazing. Seriously, it's like pressing a reset button on your whole head." Rose had laughed at the time. But now? Her fingers tingled at the memory. She kept walking, trying to shake the idea, but her thoughts wouldn't let it go. What would it be like? The sound of clippers, the feel of the breeze on your bare scalp, the sight of yourself, stripped down, raw, bold? As she walked back down the street an hour later, carrying only one small bag, she passed the salon again. The woman was still outside, still smiling, as if waiting for her to come back. "Would you like a new haircut?" she asked again, her tone warm and inviting. Rose paused. Her heart beat faster, but her face betrayed nothing. "Yes," she said. "Come on in," the woman said, holding the door open. Inside, the salon was sleek and modern. Chrome fixtures, white tiles, floor-to-ceiling mirrors, a gentle hum of hairdryers in the background, soft music playing overhead. Rose was guided to a chair and wrapped in a silky black cape. Another stylist approached, a woman with delicate features and a platinum pixie cut. "Hi, I'm Lena. What are we doing today?" Rose looked at her own reflection, heart racing. She wanted to say something simple. A trim, layers, a bob, but the words didn't come. Instead, she said, "Completely bald." Lena blinked. "Shaved? Like, smooth?" Rose nodded. "Yeah, all the way." "Are you sure?" Rose hesitated for a split second. "Number, but go ahead anyway." Lena gave a surprised but respectful smile and nodded. "All right, let's do it." She reached for the clippers and changed the guard to 0. The soft click and then buzz filled the space between them. Rose's heart pounded. She closed her eyes for a second and then looked into the mirror again. Lena placed a gentle hand on top of her head, tilted it forward, and guided the clippers from the front to the back of Rose's scalp. A thick strip of blonde hair peeled away, revealing pale, untouched skin beneath. It was like unwrapping something that had been hidden for years. The sound was mesmerizing. The vibration of the clippers echoed through her skull. Hair tumbled onto her cape and to the floor, and with each pass, her face transformed. Lena worked carefully but confidently, guiding the clippers over her crown, around her ears, down the nape of her neck. Rose felt her scalp breathe. The cool air in the salon kissed every newly exposed inch. Her skin tingled, not from fear, but from exhilaration. The mirror showed someone she barely recognized, yet someone she instantly loved. Bold, free, unfiltered. Lena paused to check the smoothness, then looked at her. Want it razor smooth? Rose nodded without hesitation. Yes, please. Warm shaving cream was lathered onto her head. The scent was clean, calming. The blade came next, gliding over her scalp with smooth, practiced strokes. Lena wiped the razor after each pass, taking her time, making sure every trace of stubble was gone. Then came a cool, minty balm that sent a wave of tingles over Rose's head. When it was done, Lena stepped back. There you go. Rose stared at herself. Her scalp gleamed under the lights. Her cheekbones looked higher, her jaw stronger. Her eyes, the same green ones, somehow looked brighter. She reached up slowly, letting her fingers glide over the smoothness of her head. It felt like velvet. Strange. Addictive. Empowering. She laughed, her voice soft and amazed. Oh my God. I love it. Lena smiled. You really pull it off. Outside, the sunlight felt warmer on her bare scalp. She paused, then pulled out her phone and called Mia on FaceTime. Mia answered almost immediately. Hey, what's... Holy crap. Rose grinned and turned her head slowly, showing off her new look. What do you think? You actually did it? You shaved your head? I did, Rose said, running her hand over the smooth skin again. And it feels incredible. You were right. Mia was laughing, almost crying. You look amazing, Rose. I'm honestly so proud of you. You did that alone? Yeah, Rose said, beaming. I walked in and just said it. I don't know what came over me, but it feels like the best decision I've made in a long time. Later that evening, Rose curled up on her couch, a soft blanket around her shoulders, sipping tea as she stared at her reflection in her phone's front camera. She couldn't stop touching her head. Every stroke sent a thrill through her body. It was like discovering a part of herself she didn't know existed. She texted Mia, "Thank you for the advice. I'm seriously never going back. I've never felt more me." And Mia replied instantly, "Told you. Welcome to the Bald Club, babe.